Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video and another unboxing and first impressions. Today we're featuring a new brand on the channel called Berlo, and this is their model called the Uprise. It comes in this nicely done box, and I especially like the lettering because it's not like it's just been printed on. It seems like it's been cut out from the main cardboard, and then these black ones were cut out and then pushed inside those holes. I don't know if you can see it. It's a very cool effect. They also supplied an additional strap. We're gonna check that out as well because it's quite special because of one reason. But let's check out the watch first. Now, Berlo is one of those brands that is very proud of their, like sustainable way of doing business. Like they try to limit the emissions of CO2 in their production using different materials and everything. But quite frankly, for me personally, I'm not into those kind of things. I just like the way this watch looked when they sent it. So let's check it out, because if you follow my channel, you know for me, the most important thing is for me to like the look of the watch. I do like the specs, I do like the brand heritage when it comes to those old brands, but if I don't like the look, nothing else matters. So let's open the box. Here they use the same trick of letters being cut out and then pushed inside. Very cool, I do like this. So let's open it and check out the watch. And here it is, the Uprise, done in two-tone finish, gold and silver. And just look at it. It looks very blocky, very chunky. It has a very 70s vibe to it, and that's the reason why I like it. I do love this shape. I do love the way it, like, as you can see, goes downwards like it's gonna hug your wrist. And my very special thing that I love about it is that they actually offer it in two sizes. They offer a regular 41mm and this, which is a 36. If you follow my channel, you know I have a very small wrist at 6.5 inches. And more importantly, I do like when a watch looks slightly smaller on my wrist because it makes my wrist look bigger. So I was happy when I learned that you can get this in 36. As for the watch itself, it's done in stainless steel. It comes in a variety of dials and case finishes, so you can have like a rose gold, yellow gold, silver, two-tone like this one. It can come on a strap or on a bracelet. This is a bracelet version that comes with solid links, solid end links, and a milled out clasp, with only on-the-fly adjustment lacking, is priced at $397, whereas the strap versions are $317. Both the bracelet and the straps come with quick release pins, and as you can see, the case back is closed. It comes with this engraving of a plant. The watch is 200 meters water resistant, comes with a screw-in crown, and is powered by a solar movement, which is visible by the inscription on the dial. And both the 41 and 36mm versions use the same movement that comes with date at 3 o'clock. So on the 41, you're gonna have a piece of the hour marker slightly bigger than here. On the 36, the date is pushed all the way out, and I honestly prefer this one. Now, this being an all black dial, you don't see the contrasting chaptering because it's not contrasting, but on some other colors, it's like a different finish, so it stands out. Maybe that would look better, but I just wanted to try this two-tone because to me, that screams 70s. The bracelet itself, as you can see, it's brushed with polished centers, so this is probably gonna look scratched up after like a week of wear on my job. And honestly, I always prefer fully brushed bracelets, but I can understand why they did it to match it with the polished bezel, because the watch itself has a brushed top, and then you have the polished bevels on the side, and then the sides themselves have this vertical brushing. So overall, the case itself is actually quite interesting when it comes to the finish details and finish alternations, and I can't wait to put this under macro to see how it looks. The hour markers and the hands are very simple and again very 70s, but they do go together really well, and I do like the overall design of the watch. Now, the strap that I mentioned that they supplied is this one, and the thing that makes it very interesting, because in their how do you say it, in their quest of making a sustainable product, this is actually made of cactus. So it is a leather strap, but it's made of cactus. It only appears like a leather, and I'm actually amazed at how well it imitates a leather, including all the way down to the suppleness of it. It's a very soft, it looks like one of those very gentle leather straps that you get on a dressy watch. I do like it, and I can't wait to put it on my wrist with this to see just how well it wears. Like I said, it also comes with a quick release pin, and the only thing that kind of I'm questioning, and I can only prove it by doing a long-term review, is how durable this is going to be. Because so far when I used any kind of, you know, advanced or sustainable material, including Casio watches that are like made out of recycling something, they usually don't last as the ones made specifically for that purpose. But again, like I said, this is pretty cool and something new, and the most important thing is that it's very supple, which kind of surprised me. But back to this watch. So if I were me, I would go for this two-tone version, or maybe like the rose gold. The full rose gold one looks incredible. But like I said, this is just the unboxing and first impression. So we're just gonna strap it on my wrist to see how a 36 looks on my 6.5-inch wrist. We're gonna do a loom shot, and that's gonna be it for today. But do stay tuned for the full review when I put this under macro, just to see how well it is made. So let me just strap this on my wrist, and it hasn't been sized, so it's probably gonna be flopping around. So we're gonna hold it in place. So here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist. For me, for this type of a watch and this kind of bulky and chunky case, the 36 is perfect. If you have a larger wrist, or if you prefer watches that look larger on your wrist, 41 is going to be okay, because none of their models is too big. And now regarding that way that I said that it's shaped like it's following the contour of your wrist, you can see it best from this shot, because as you can see, the lugs are much lower than the body of the watch, and I do like how comfy it sits. It really does hug my wrist. So let's just charge it now. We're gonna do a loom shot, and that's gonna be it for today. Okay, with the watch charged, let's zoom in. Let the camera focus and turn off the lights. And the loom is, let's say, average. The hands are actually, despite like when we had the lights on, the loom on the hands appeared much smaller than the loom on the markers. But truth be told, when you turn off the lights, the hands are visibly stronger than the markers. The markers are like barely visible, so they are usable, but I wonder how long they're gonna stay on. But the hands do appear much stronger, and I believe they're gonna be usable probably all night long. So overall, a pretty cool watch that has its own story, especially when it comes to like preservation of nature and all that, if you're into that kind of thing. I personally am not, but like I said, I do like the look of it, and I can't wait to see it under macro. At $397 for a solar powered watch, it is slightly on the more expensive side, but then on their webpage it says that for each watch you purchase, you, I don't know, save how many trees. So I don't know, maybe they donate part of the money, but they do have their own story. So by buying this, you probably support some of your causes. I don't know, I personally just would buy it for the looks of it. And like I said, at $397, it might be slightly on the higher side, but we're gonna see when we do a full review under macro if it makes it or breaks it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.